Before I even get into today's video, I have to say this. No one, and I mean no one, should have to go through the humiliation, the embarrassment. That is to say the least that I went through on this day. I had to get that off my chest. You'll get what I'm talking about in a minute, but I just had to say that. And I'm sorry for the lighting. I don't know, it's been raining here for the past few weeks or even months, and I can't seem to get the good lighting. But guys, I hope you understand. Hi guys, it's your girl MTG. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If it's your first time here, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on the post notification bell so you don't miss any video that I post. I do story times, and I'm about to do various new contents you don't want to miss, trust me. And I'm open to any suggestions. And guys, if you have any humiliating or embarrassing story to share, please share it down in the comment section below, because this is the top 3 most humiliating story for me, if not the top 1, or a number higher than 1. So this story takes place when I was in form 4, and I have to explain to you. My relationship with school after the pandemic was terrible. I was always in and out of school. I was like a visitor over there. I swear I spent more time at home than at school. And if my school was at understanding type of school, maybe I would have spent more time at school, but I was always in and out of school because my mom is a musician, and the pandemic really affected them. They're still even recovering till today. My mom still hasn't recovered till today. But yeah, she had no income. She had no way of paying my school fee. Like, the school fee that was paid was actually just paid by God's grace. And my school it was like known for, it was trying to make a name for sending people home for school fee, or I don't know whether they were trying to win a trophy, because I swear we were always being sent home for fees. And everyone always, those people that when the teacher is like calling out the names of people who are going to be sent home for fees, and you always know that this girl is gonna be there, or this boy. I was that person. They didn't even have to call my name. Everyone knew that Emily is going home. They always knew. Like, they were thems, like us. We were always There was a group of us, like, we were always like, no, that them were going for school fee and whatever. And it was not fun for me. Like, when you're in form 1 and you know that there is a way you can come back to school on time, then it's like exciting. I get to spend 3 days at home and then come back to school. But I was in form 4. This was the month of October, and the school was still sending us for school fees, home for fees and whatever. It was not fun. But anyways, I had stayed for like 6 days at home, and my mom was at Mombasa at this time, and she sent 2,000 shillings, and she was like, just go to school, and if they chase you, just come back home, but like, do some shopping, go to school is better than staying here and whatever. That made sense. So I was like, okay, I'll go. And then on that day, Melanie, my cousin, was going for her German classes, and she said, let's go together. So we went together, and we even went to for shopping together, because I think she was getting something, I don't know. And she had her phone with us, so I was like, can you please do the calculations for me, so I ensure that I'm on budget. And she's like, okay, that's fine. And everything is fine and dandy till we get to the milk section, and we realize that there is no price tags for the milk. Milk was a necessity for me, because our school, after some girls got caught smoking bang, they decided to ban all the snacks and whatever, and the only thing we were allowed to carry was milk and blue band. And me, I don't take bread. Our school canteen also only comprised of bread, popcorn, and lollipop. I don't take bread. It's sweet. Yes, I find bread sweet, but as soon as I'm done eating it, I will puke it all out. So I don't take bread. And milk was just a necessity for me. It was heaven, okay? So I called the customer service and asked her how much is one box of milk and whatever. And instead of her telling me that she doesn't know, because clearly she didn't know, she was like, "Oh, just take the price of one small packet of milk and multiply it by 10, and that's the price." And I'm like, "Wait, so you mean a whole box of Gold Crown is 230 shillings?" And she's like, "Yeah, yes, that's right. It's 230 shillings." And I remember feeling so happy, but I was in the back of my head, I'm like, is this too good to be true? And but she assured us, this lady was sure. She was like, yes, that's the price. Because at the time, I don't know what price milk is right now, but at the time milk was like 690, or if not more. So I'm happy. I go to the cashier, and as we were walking to the cashier, I remember turning to my cousin Melanie and asking her, like, have you ever had this type of experience where you calculate your shopping, but when you get to the cashier, the it exceeds what your calculations are? And she was like, yeah. And guess what? That's what happened, and it exceeded the our calculations by like 400, because guess what, the milk was like 350 more shillings. And some of the items over there, the price tag that was on the shelf was not the type of money that was getting beeped in the supermarket, so yeah, I still had some wiggle room because I was under budget. I was like, it's okay, it's fine, I can pay for all of this, I'll be fine. And I paid because I thought I'll be fine. Now I get to the shuttle, I sit down, I pay for my fare, and I realize, wait, I only have 30 shillings left. When I get to the stage, because I go to school at Kakamega, from the Kakamega stage to my school is 50 shillings. And I only have 30 shillings, but I know what you're thinking, like, you can bargain with a motorbike guy to take you over there with just 30 shillings, like it's only 20 shillings left. But if you've been to Kakamega, then you know that these people are the most stingiest people. If you're from Kakamega, I'm sorry. I'm not saying everyone is, but even the students at our school who stayed in Kakamega attested to this, okay? People in Kakamega, stingy for no reason, stingy, especially with their money. So I was like, I have to find 20 shillings. And I'm like, I'm gonna have to start begging. I'll have to start begging. So in my mind, I was like praying, God, please give me favor with someone to give me 20 shillings. Please give me favor. And I remember people will come and sit next to me. Like when the shuttle started moving, people will sit next to me, and I would be like trying to read the vibe and see, like, is this someone I can ask 20 shillings from? And I would just be scared, and I would try to muster up the courage. Before I could even muster up the courage, the person would leave and someone else would come in, and I would just be like doing the same thing over and over again. And I realize, it's like I'm 30 minutes away from school. It's now or never. And there was a woman sitting next to me, and she had a really strict type of face, strict and stern face, but she was like, I don't know if it was whether she was a woman or what it was, but I felt like she would be more understanding. And finally, I mustered up the courage and I asked her for 20 shillings. And I explained to her the situation, and she was like, fine, I'll give you 20 shillings. And she started looking in her bag, and all she could find was notes, 200, 300, 500, whatever. And finally she found 15 shillings coin, 15, 10 and 5 shillings. And she didn't have any other 5 shillings, and I was so grateful, and I was like, no, it's fine, this will do just fine, thank you very much, God bless you, whatever. And I'm like, I still have to find 5 shillings. And I was like, but in the back of my mind, I'm like, at least I know I can talk my way through this. I can try and bargain, like it's only 5 shillings less. And but still, I still tried finding the 5 shillings with the next guy that came in. And I was like, guy, can you please just assist me with 5 shillings? I need 5 shillings to get to school. I'm short of 5 shillings. And the guy was just like, Sina. Sir, you don't have 5 shillings. I hold you. You don't have 5 shillings. This was a grown man. This man looked like he was about to hit midlife crisis. You don't have 5 shillings. Just tell me that you don't want to give me 5 shillings. Sir, at least I'll respect you. Oh, you don't have 5 shillings. You are a liar and you are stingy. But I was like, we are in their territory now because we had already arrived in Kakamega. All that was left was to arrive in the Blackie down. She's wet. That's our dog. Uh, and I was like, fine, I'll try and speak to the motorbike person. So if you know how these motorbike people are, they're always crowded in the stages, and like when you get there, they just carry your stuff without even asking and taking, and you have to follow them. You haven't even told them you want a motorbike. And that's what happened to me. This guy just took my luggages and like, hey, 20, whatever. So I follow him and I tell him, like, I try to explain the situation. I only have 45 shillings. Can you just take me to school with the 45 shillings? Tell me why this guy reacts like this. He Just tell me why this guy reacts like this. So I'm like, niko na 45 peke yake, so can you just please nipeleke tu shule na hii 45? Hapana, hiyo nayo wezekani chamani. Unajua sahii bei ya mafuta iko aje? Unajua sahii mafuta imepanda bei sana. Hata fare si 50 pop tena ni 70. Na wewe ukomo unataka nikupeleke na 45. Ukomo unataka nikupeleke na 45 na fare ikomo 70. At least ungesema 60. And I'm like, no! The fare has always been 50 shillings. What are you trying to say? What are you talking about, sir? And he was so adamant. He was like, hapana, sisi nikakupeleka na 45. Wewe nenda tu, mimi sijui fanya utafanya, lakini sitakupeleka na 45. So clearly, I have no other choice but to start begging again. I have to start begging, and I'm like, my heart starts pounding again. I look around, no friendly faces, but I'm like, I have no other choice. So I was like, just hold my things and let me go find someone who can give me 10 shillings or whatever, the rest of the money, so he can take me to school. And he was like, okay. This guy was heartless, heart of stone. So I went over to a lady who was like selling, I think, vegetables, and I asked her for 10 shillings. She said, Sinako. Oh, tell me, can a vendor not have 10 shillings, man? 10 shillings. 10 shillings is all I'm asking for. She told me she didn't have. Each and every person I went to, Sinako. Oh! Then I was like, damn. I'm stuck here. I'm gonna live here. I'm gonna have to find like my own corner and start surviving in Kakamega, because there, mom, clearly I'm stuck here. Oh, so I see, but then I see this lady. You know those church ladies who wear the suits, and the suits with skirts and the shining weave, even though it's hot and the weather does not favor that type of wearing. Yeah, those cheap suits and skirts and the plastic weaves for the shoshos. And she also had specs on, and she had like her bag, and she was walking, and I was like, this looks like a lady from church. Maybe God can touch her heart and she can help me, and she can just spare me 10 shillings. And I went up to her and I was trying to explain myself to her, and worst decision I ever made. I should have just gone and find a corner in Kakamega and just sat there and waited for the Lord's grace, and just, because this lady's reaction, I go to her, so this is how the conversation plays out. Habari ya leo, nini, si unisaidie na nini shilingi 10, nimepungikwa na shilingi 10, niko na shilingi 40 peke yake, na mtu wa pikipiki amekataa kunipeleka. Umeomba watu wangapi shilingi 10 hapa? Mimi ninachua watu kama wewe. Nimeshaoa watu kama wewe. Mnakuja hapa, mnaomba kila mtu shilingi 10, mnatoka hapa kama mko na shilingi 200. Ninachoa watu kama wewe. Hebu twende tuulize watu wangapi hapa mmeomba shilingi 10. Then this lady proceeds to go asking each and every person by the roadside if I ask them for 10 shillings. Wewe, huyo amekulisia yako nini? Shilingi 10. Huyo amekulisia yako shilingi 10. Each and every person. I'm not even trying to exaggerate. And finally I snap. I'm like, you can go and ask that motorbike person who's holding my things. I'm not trying to con you. Why would I try and con? What do I look like trying to con people out of 10 shillings? Seriously, if you didn't want to help me, you should have just gone by your way instead of embarrassing me and humiliating me. So another guy, a motorbike person, another person, not the one that's holding my things, another person whom she also asked if I begged for 10 shillings from her. And the guy was like, kwani uko na pesa ngapi wewe? Uko na pesa ngapi? Nikamwambia niko na 45. And he's like, na huyo mtu wa pikipiki amekataa kupeleka na 45 surely. And then he goes, thank God for this man. Thank you, sir, wherever you are, may God bless you. He goes and he speaks to the other motorbike guy and he says, why can't you just take her with 45 shillings? Like, she's only 5 shillings short. And she speaks to the guy and the guy finally agrees. And I thought this lady, this one that was going to each and every person asking if I begged for 10 shillings from, I thought me and her were done. I see her walking towards me and she comes and she says, nimeona wewe ni wa ukweli sasa. Nimeona wewe ni mkweli. And then guess what she does? She takes 20 shillings and she gives it to me. 20 shillings after all that humiliation. The least you can do is give me 2,000 shillings. Ma'am, my dignity is clearly lost. My dignity is clearly thrown out of the window. The least you can do is give me 2,000 shillings. And she's like, what a superhero, that lady. What a superhero. You gave me 20 shillings finally after running my name through the mud and making me look stupid and like a beggar. Damn. No. It shouldn't be like that. People should learn how to be more kind to people. Like, I'll never forget that lady. Whoa. No. No one should ever have to experience that. And I go to school. I give the man every single penny that I have. And I just go to school. I'm already in a bad mood. The watchman is like, you'll have to go to the bazaar and ensure that you've paid your school fee. Give him the receipt because you're not allowed to come in if you don't have the money, if you've not paid. And I'm like, oh no, I've paid. My mom paid through the pay bill. I was lying, of course, but she was, and I was like, I'll just come back games time to take the receipt. And she's like, no, you'll have to go. So I just go and sit outside the bench for a while, and then I pretend that I went to the bazaar. I go and get my things, and I went to class. But that day was, I remember feeling so belittled, so inhuman. Like, that lady made me feel like no one should have to go through that. So yeah, that's my story for today. That's what happened to me. If you've ever gone through any similar experiences as this, leave it down in the comment section below. I would love to hear it. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. If you've gotten to the end of the video, please comment with this emoji. And thank you so much for watching. Yeah, see you on Tuesday.